Okay, at the risk of sounding pretty gross here, I will never forget when my daughter was growing up and we were teaching her about the potty. One of her favorite books was Everything or Everyone Poops, I think, or Everything Poops or Everybody Poops, something like that. Yeah. And guess what? Everyone logs. That's right. Everyone logs as far as our networking equipment goes, as far as our end user workstations go. Everything logs. And the cloud can really, very much so, be a big benefit in this deluge of logging data that we have. Let's find out about that now. So think about it. You have this on-prem environment. And in this on-prem environment, you have all of these workstations, and you have all of these servers, and you have all of these routers and switches and other types of gadgets. They are all generating log files, and these log files are going to dictate the health, or they're going to really depict for us the health and the performance of these systems. So this is very, very valuable information. Now, think about this. We have all of this information building up, right? These log files are just increasing in their size and the sheer volume and number of them. Well, wait a minute here. What if we could call upon the cloud to help us here? What if we could take all of this log information and then intelligently tier it in the storage that we know exists in the cloud, and we can storage tier. So, some of the log information that is from 0 days to 30 days old, we might keep in a hot type of an access tier. But sure enough, as that data ages, maybe we're at 128 days for the age of that log information, we can go ahead and have it automatically migrated to a cold storage tier. Now, notice that organizations today, they may have some on-prem type of solution that they have worked out for dealing with all of this logging information that's constantly done. And they might never have been able to concoct this really elegant design where there's different tiers of storage for the different age of the logging information. And of course, there's good old-fashioned hard disk drives being used at the cold tier and the new fancy SSDs being used at the hot tier. And remember, there's automation here where the data is automatically being moved between the tiers. You see what's happening? This is one of the reasons that hybrid cloud, by the way, is the most popular cloud model, because we can do things on-prem that make sense, like have everything log, and then we can call upon the cloud. In the hybrid nature, we can call upon the public cloud to help us do something like consume all of this logging information. And of course, there's going to be all kinds of tools that are available cloud-based that would allow you to go in and analyze the logging information. As you might know, my full-time job is at Splunk, where I am a full-time instructor, and at Splunk, we do nothing but take your logging data and we bring it into a cloud or non-cloud. You can keep it private if you want with our technologies. And then you're going to be analyzing the heck out of that data. You're going to be enjoying the views you get of that data and that information based on its cloud storage. So yes, logging ties into the cloud today more so than ever. And oh, by the way, just so you're aware, there is one additional thing I should mention to you. You probably know this almost goes without saying. When you have your VMs and you have your containers inside the cloud, of course, they are sending logging information, aren't they? Yeah, of course. So in a 100% cloud environment, let's say we're all cloud all the time, well, logging is still going to be critically important. And again, we're going to be able to call upon mechanisms right within the cloud to help with the logging that is coming from our VMs and our containers in the cloud.